back to a brand new season of Game On. My name is Allison.
I'm Frank.
I'm Tom.
Tom is our special guest today. Tom's actually on our crew, and he knows a lot about games, so that's why we got him here. We're going to keep cycling through some guests this season, which is going to be pretty great. So we have our wonderful two hosts and then our wonderful guests. So this is what we're talking about today. We're going to be talking about what we played over the summer because we had a lot of time on summer break, and of course there were a lot of great titles to play. What have you guys been playing?
Gosh, I guess I'll go first. Over the summer, I've been playing a lot of Grand Theft Auto 5.
Awesome.
I played the game a lot, or I used to play it a lot. I've also played a lot of Destiny 1 in order to get myself hyped up for the sequel that just came out, which is also a lot of fun. But those are the main games I've been playing. I can't get enough of those games.
Yeah. Do you play Grand Theft Auto online?
Oh yeah, that's like I finished when I finished the single player campaign when it first came out. I was like, all right, I'm gonna play the online part for the rest of my life.
I think that's the biggest appeal of GTA is doing the online stuff. It's so much fun. It's more fun than the campaign, just in my opinion.
The Rockstar has made so much money just based off of the not the microtransactions, but the DLC alone. Like, because they keep releasing new content for online all the time. It's crazy that I didn't think it'd last this long. It was years later, but it's still going strong.
No, that's
it's
true.
crazy.
Yeah, that's true. Because I always see like updates and stuff happening on GTA Online. So it's very interesting to see that happening.
What have you been playing over the summer?
Okay, so during the summer I played. I finished Rise of the Tomb Raider. Awesome game. I loved it. I didn't like it as much as the first one, but I still liked it a lot. I enjoyed it. They made some changes from the first one that were interesting, and some others that I didn't particularly like, because like they added more like upgrades to the system, which is it's great, but I love just like being able to just complete it like as a whole when I finished with the game, and this time I couldn't do it, so it was like it was too much. It was too much for me.
I got you. I haven't played that game yet, but it's been one of the titles that's kind of just been on my like watch list. But I've been hearing that it wasn't amazing, so I haven't picked it up. I did play the first one, and the first one was fantastic.
Yeah, the first one was awesome.
But I don't know, maybe it just didn't live up to the hype.
Yeah, I don't think it did. But hey, it happens from time to time.
I know, it really stinks.
Yeah.
So I finally had the time to play Final Fantasy 15, which I was like, oh yes, finally, because I didn't have any time and I wanted to devote myself fully to this game. And it is totally worth it. It takes way too much of your time, and it was fantastic. And then I played too much Overwatch, because that's just what I do on a normal basis. We know me. It was like, Allison, what have you been playing? Oh, just Overwatch. That's literally what I do. Overwatch and The Sims. That's it. I picked up The Sims 4 over the summer because I didn't have it for a while, and I'm really glad that I did. Because it's it's more of an evolved game with The Sims 4. It's a different art style, which is why people were kind of iffy about it. But with all the expansions coming out now, it's totally worth it.
Amazing. I played a short game during the summer, which is a PlayStation exclusive, which is called Absu. I don't know if you guys have heard of it.
I haven't heard of that. What's that about?
It's like a little. It's from the creators of. I think it's. Not Destiny. There's another game, which is also small, and this one is about like a micro adventure. The whole game lasts 2 hours. It's from like an indie developer, and it's very like home, and it's a very relaxing game, and you just like swim around and find stuff, and there's like a little of a story behind it, which is like interesting, and
Isn't that by the creators of Journey?
Journey, that's that's the game I was thinking about that I couldn't like get out of my
It's okay, it's okay. It happens to all of us. That's what it normally happens to me all the time, so I got you.
It's a very cool game. It's short, and I enjoyed it, so I recommend it.
Did you play anything else over the summer, Tom?
Oh gosh, I did play Overwatch as well over the summer.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you, like, who do you main when you play Overwatch?
I cosplay Farah, so I main Farah.
Farah? Nice.
Awesome.
I main Farah Junkrat.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I'm one of those people.
Really
Splash damage for days.
I play usually Mercy. I main Mercy, but I used to play a soldier 76 in my spare time if I'm not taking it seriously. I'm a killer Mercy. There wasn't like I used to play soldier a lot. I was like, I want something different. Like I want to be more like a support. And like Mercy was like, doesn't really do anything, but no, she does a lot. If you use her right, she does.
She's my go-to support, and I just love about Overwatch that they keep evolving the game. It keeps getting better. They just like, I don't know if I would consider it a buff or a nerf, but they changed Mercy, and I like it because she does more damage, but it's really different comparatively. Like you have to change your entire play style. Like a lot of Mercy mains were just like, what do I do?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like me.
Oh yeah.
She's my like go-to support, and I end up getting stuck on support during comp. So because they're like, oh, we don't want to far up.
Usually when I get in the game, usually just like 5-6 people all pick they pick Genji or they pick the
DPS
Mercy.
heroes.
And then the Mercy always pick like McCree. I'm like, can we have like someone who can actually do something? A tank maybe, or something that's not the ninja dude just jumping around.
I feel like you get it a little bit more on like PC, where people are more willing to change their roles because you can yell at them in team chat and they'll actually be there. Unlike on console, where most times you don't even have your teammates in the team chat.
No, that happens.
It's kind of a pain. It happens all the time. But then you get people that yell at you in the team chat, which is not fun.
No, it's not. It's never fun.
Come on, you guys are like in silver. And I am at 0 points in bronze. Are you that bad?
When we come back, we are going to be talking about some of the games that we're playing right now, and we're going to try not to talk about Overwatch, because that's literally all I'm doing right now. Stick around for the next segment. Welcome back to Game On. Now we're going to be talking about what we are currently playing. What games have you guys picked up recently that you've really enjoyed or are still playing now?
Gosh, I mean, the 2 games I'm playing a lot right now is Destiny 2. I'm definitely playing that game a lot.
A lot of people are.
I love that game right now. And I'm also playing Shadow War, which just came out recently. And that game's a lot of fun, too. If you're a fan of the original Shadow of Mordor, this game just like doubles down on everything. There's so much more to do. The Nemesis system is just so interesting, and all the enemies you face are all like have their own personalities. It's really cool. Like it's always fresh.
That's cool.
And that's what I like about that game the most. And Destiny 2, there's just so many. Again, there's so much stuff to do in a universe that you're already accustomed to because of the first game. And even if you never played the first one, you can just jump into the second one and just go straight into it. And the loot grind is amazing. I love it.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
How does the Destiny 2 release compare to the Destiny 1 release?
I'll be honest. When Destiny 1 first came out, I was super hyped about it. I got day one. I had my pre-order set and everything, and I got the game, and I pretty much finished the story the day I got it. It was short, and I was like, that's it?
Yeah.
That's it. And then like the end game content wasn't really there. Besides the raid was really the only thing you can do in end game. Like there was the Nightfall, but like no one really cared enough because there wasn't much stuff to get. Right. And then obviously they fixed that with the expansion starting the year after with the Taken King expansion. That's when the loot started to get really interesting. That's when the end game content got really interesting.
I heard that from a lot of people that just like Destiny 1 on its release was like, what is this game? Is this even a game?
No one even
what
knew
am
what
I
it
doing?
was.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and then Destiny 2 was like, we fixed it.
Yeah.
We're good now.
We're a game now.
We are actually
have a solid idea of
we
what
can
we
do
are.
some stuff.
Oh my God.
So what have you been playing recently?
Recently, I've been playing a game that's called Trials Fusion. It's like a small game, but it's based on a concept that used to happen a lot, like like in Flash games, like in little Flash games. It's just like you have a motorcycle and you just like jump through like stuff and try to bounce the motorbike in air, and it's just always like a fun concept to play, and Trials Fusion like does a pretty good job with all like the scenery in the levels and everything. It like explodes and it's exciting, and it's kind of one of like those little games that you can play like between classes and just like when you have some free time.
It's definitely one of those games that you'll get like really angry at
Yeah,
very quickly though.
Yes,
it's
that's
one of
so
those
true.
things. I can't play that game because I am notorious for getting very angry at things, and I can't jump in games. It just doesn't happen. I don't know why.
In that game, you just eventually do the same thing over and over and over and over again because you don't know what else to do.
Thrown it out the window. My console would be out the window. I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore.
I mean, there's also like an aspect of like a challenge that the game has where you have to like if you have friends that played it, you see like their records and their times, and you can like, oh yeah, I want to like go faster than them, and like maybe even surpass your goals, and that's something that it always like caught my attention. It's
and
just
then
like
you can kind of just like make fun of
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Beat your record.
Totally.
That's also me.
Yeah.
So I also really, really enjoy playing. It just came out, South Park, the Fractured Bubble.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, it's so good. It is so funny, and if you like South Park, it is absolutely perfect. It's instead of being like a Dungeons and Dragons RPG inspired game, it's more like a comic book superhero inspired game.
Yeah.
And it is like 30 times better than the first one.
Oh, wow.
You're even walking around collecting member berries, which are my absolute favorite thing to ever come out of South Park.
Yeah.
Just because it's so funny. I highly, highly recommend this game. It is so good. Pick it up ASAP.
I haven't had a chance to pick it up yet. I want to buy it as soon as I can, but the only thing I've seen about it, because I'm trying not to spoil it for myself, was the difficulty setting in the game.
Oh,
I won't say what it is.
Yeah,
I'm
don't
not
say
gonna
it,
say what it is.
That's
but
a big spoiler, but it's
that
definitely
is-
really good.
When you get to that point, it's like you should know by now what to expect for the rest of the game.
Oh, yeah.
That's like an amazing entry point. Like this is what the game and the show itself is like.
Yeah.
It's just it's so funny. It's great.
I also think my other favorite thing about this game is that instead of having Timmy's fast travel be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna sit in a wagon and he'll pull me around. No, he's literally the Flash, and he pulls you around the map. It's so good. It's so good. And then you can kind of create your own character. You can be your own comic character. I know my fiance has been playing it too, and he has an Assassin's Creed costume for the game, so he's been walking around as Ezio. And I'm like, okay, I don't understand how this fits in the universe, but whatever floats your boat. I think right now, I want to say October to November is one of the best times for game releases.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And we're getting into the Christmas season, which is going to open up the doors to a billion other new game releases, which we're going to be talking about in the next segment. So stick around. Welcome back to Game On. So, new releases.
Yes.
They're
Releases.
exciting.
Yes.
Especially
Very
this
exciting.
time of year because of the holiday season. There's always a ton of new games coming out in November to December or even a little bit at the end of October.
The end of October.
What kind of games are you looking forward to that are releasing this year? What do you think, Tom?
Me?
Yeah.
Definitely Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Yes.
I love Star Wars. With the new movie coming out this December, I'm even more hyped for Star Wars Universe in general.
For just
I'm a little iffy about the Star Wars game that's coming out. I mean, the first one, before I got it, I was like, I don't know if I want to get it or not. I didn't pre-order it, but
it wasn't very good.
No.
I just want them to fix it.
The selling point for me that made me impulsively buy it was I could play as Boba Fett. I was like, all right. I'm going to buy it. I don't have a choice. I have to buy this game now. So I bought it. That was fun for 2 hours.
For 2 hours. Yeah.
And then I got to the actual game and I was like, there's no story. There's nothing. But this game does have a story. The game that's coming does have a story. It has an expanded multiplayer. It has all the eras, finally. I don't know why it took them so long to do it, but it's finally in the game.
Excited.
And I love that. And it just looks like so much. It looks like fun. I played the beta. It was a lot of fun. The only thing that concerns me about the game is the microtransactions. Because it seems almost pay to win.
Okay.
Instead of getting the star cards that you use, your grenades or different character abilities for the hero characters. You have to get the crates in order to get those cards. Or it's a really long grind. So if you face someone that does pay the money versus someone who's not, you're going to have a bad time.
It's like a weird loot system, right?
Yeah.
I didn't play the first Battlefront because I am more into the story-based games. And when they told people that they weren't going to have a campaign, I was like, yeah, I don't think so. And also I didn't have good internet at the time, so I was like, nah, I just won't bother with the game, and I ended up just skipping it. But this one I'm excited about because I have cool internet now, and
you'll be able to play online.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly. And I think I'm ready for some more Star Wars stories to hear. So
I'm really excited for the campaign in this one, especially because it's female centered.
Yeah, totally.
And it's not what you think it was. It starts at the fall of the First Order, which is really cool.
That's gonna be so
and I'm like,
interesting to see.
I cannot wait. So I am excited for this, and I'm not normally a Battlefront person,
right?
But I am so excited for this game.
Yeah. No, I understand. I'm also looking forward to the things that you're gonna bring to the campaign, the story, and everything else. Just the battle front.
Absolutely. Like we never had a game that involves being the bad guys before.
Yes.
And seeing the new story trailer just came out recently, it's got me even more excited just to see what to expect. It just looks absolutely crazy. And I'm sure when I get into the game, the sound is going to be amazing. The look is going to be amazing. I'm going to feel like I'm
surround sound when I'm playing this game.
Yeah.
You have to. So good. I'm going to shut all the lights out. I'm just going to have a party. It's going to be so great. Another game that I've been looking forward to is Wolfenstein 2. So excited for this game. If you haven't played the first one, I highly recommend it. It's one of those games that like people don't normally like notice. And it kind of goes under the radar, but I'm hoping that the second one will bring it more onto the map. It's just such a fun game. And if you like these kind of like, I don't know, like strange war games, highly recommend Wolfenstein. I got to play, I remember when the first one came out, I got to play it at PAX East, and I was just like, oh, okay, I really like this game. And I played it at home, like, all right, I really like this game. But then if I talk to people about it, they're like, I don't know what that is. I'm like, how? How do you not know what this is?
I think a game for me that I'm looking forward to is Assassin's Creed Origins, because like they took a break. Assassin's Creed has been putting out some mediocre games lately, so they instead last year they put a mediocre film, and now they're just like now they're just going. I think now they're going.
They need a win.
Yeah, exactly. They need a win.
They really do.
Yeah, so I'm cautiously optimistic about the game. I'm really looking forward to it. It seems cool. Ancient Egypt seems like a cool setting to put the creed on, and obviously I think they're going to talk about the origins of the creed. So it's going to be like so interesting to see how all of that plays out during the story.
And what better way to come back into it than to talk about the origins?
Yeah,
of, like,
exactly.
How the assassins came to be and stuff. It's like you take a break. You're gonna come back with something hard.
Yeah.
That would be a way to do it.
Yeah.
What got me scared about that game was I read an article that talked about how Ubisoft was like, yeah, it's gonna be Ubisoft was like, yeah, it's gonna be microtransactions. I was like, oh, come on, seriously? But they were like, no, it's just for in-game currency.
Okay.
So that scared me for a second. It's okay. But it's like, well, how?
But still, they're still pushing it.
So.
Yeah,
a weird theory at my house that like every third Assassin's Creed game is good. So this is the third, and I'm hoping it will be good. Please, Ubisoft, don't let me down. Please. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you for watching this episode of Game On. We really hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed having you guys here.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tom, for being our guest today.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome,
and we look forward to seeing you guys in the next episode. Later.
See ya. Bye.